Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever YouTube video. So I'm currently out doing some mowing in our T7. This is our T7 and I'm currently out in our biggest field that we farm. I think it's about 22 acres. We're just out checking that it's mown okay. So there's not a lot here, we're just trying to tidy it up before the winter. It's just our last cut of this field, so just trying to clear it up and tidy up, but we'll hop in and get going. I've done the headland, so I've done 5 passes round, and that gives me plenty of room to turn round. She's a bit dirty because we've been hauling maize the past few days. It is the 10th of October, so I think we're a fair way through all the maize hauling that we do. We do contracting as well as our own farm. We don't have the biggest farm, we farm about 200 acres I expect. So we're just trying to get our last little bit of mowing done before the winter and before it gets too wet. So just here trying to tidy everything up really. Right, so I've just cut out my first row, which isn't too bad. It's a bit of a kink there, but fairly straight. I don't have GPS or anything, so I have to just pick a point in the hedge and go with it, to be honest. So I'm relatively happy with that. So we're just going up and down the long rows now, but I thought I'd say a bit about our farm. So we're in Somerset, in the southwest of England, so it's actually pretty decent weather for October at the minute, so we've got some late grass to do, but we're, like I said, we're farming about 200 acres in Somerset, which is pretty small to be honest, and then we do a reasonable amount of contracting, mainly round baling and sort of maize hauling and some silage hauling. So this tractor's mainly used for maize and silage hauling. It's 200 horsepower. This is power command gearbox. This is my brother's tractor really, he uses it most of the time. Then we've got a T6 180 that I use on the baler most of the time, which I will show you tomorrow, which will be in this video. And then we rear about 100 heifers, like dairy heifers, so we have them as calves, and then we rear them and then we get them in calf, and then calve them down, and then we'll sell them as dairy cows at the local market, which is Suchmore, Junction 24. So that's the majority of what we do. And my brother's got a few sheep, only about 50, which I'm sure we'll see at some point. But yeah, so I'll carry on doing this, and then I'll see you later. There we are done. As you can see, it's not the best grass, it's a bit dead and brown. It's plenty late enough to be cutting it, but if it's left till next year, it'll just be even more of a mess, because the stuff that's there will die, and then over winter, and then the fresh stuff will come through, but the dead stuff will still be there in the bottom. So we just want to get it cleared up and get it stacked up in a pile. But so yeah, we'll fold up here a second. Can't remember which buttons. So this one goes out behind. Got a string to pull. It should come up, but I'll have to try and get it up. It's a bit of a pain. There it goes. I managed to get it up. Sometimes the rope, there's like a catch that the rope falls on. It doesn't like to work sometimes. It's a bit finicky, but that's it. Job done. So we are heading home. Right, we've just got some fuel, and now we're going to put the rake on. It's our coon rake, and we're going to go rake some stuff that Kieran mowed yesterday. It's drying out too much, so we don't want it to dry out too much. It won't really do much good then. Just putting the rake on. I got the my farm worker down there.
Just putting the merge max on me, yeah?
It's not a merge max. What are you saying that?
You're in neutral.
This is Kirsty and this is Kieran. Yeah, no. There you go. And then we'll get off raking. Say hello, Kieran.
Hello, guys.
We've just got to tighten up some of these loose tines because they've come loose. So we're just doing that.
You're driving around too hard.
So we've made it to the field, and as you can see, there's really not much here at all, but we're just tidying up, like I said. This is a different field that I was mowing. This one got mowed yesterday, so we want to get it rowed up because that will dry out in no time because it's unusually warm for October, to be honest. It's been like probably 15 degrees today, I would say. So we're just gonna get this rake unfolded. Let's see if I can fold this one-handed. Probably goes like that. There she goes. And then we'll get this raked up. So we tightened up some of the tines on that side because they were quite loose, but I think that side seems to run in the dirt a bit more. We've tried adjusting it quite a lot, but it doesn't run that brilliant. We'll see how we go here. Right, I'll do around the outside and then I'll be back. Right, so I've just done, I do 3 rows round, then I've got plenty of room to turn when we're raking without getting too close to the hedge. It's kind of hard to see because there's really not a lot here at all. I think this is the lightest field though. I think the next couple over are a good bit better. So you can see the rows aren't very big, to be honest. So I'm just going to go up and down. Hopefully we'll get a few done tonight. It's 4:30, but it's already, the sun's getting pretty low, so I don't think it'll be too long before it's dark, and I'll be struggling to see the roads because it's hard enough to see in the light, to be honest, with how little grass there is. So yeah, and this field's a really awkward shape, and then there's the water trough in it, and yeah, it's a pain. So I'm going to try and straighten some of these up. So I'll rake this one in to this one and get some straighter lines here. Just finished that field there, and we're into the next one. This one's got a bit more in it, but it's still kind of browny grass, so not amazing, but it'll be alright. And then there's 3 more the other side of those trees over there. So we will crack on and see how far we can get. There are normally loads of deer here, but I've only seen 2. So they are just over there. But the other day we came over just to look at the grass, and there must have been 20 or more here. They seem to really like it over here, but it's quite quiet. There's sort of in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, there's 2 there. So I've just finished raking, and just in time for this because the sun has just gone. I'm going to turn this around, as you can see, just dipping down over there, and it's getting a little bit damp. I don't know if you can see, the wheels are pretty wet now, so it was ideal that I just finished, to be honest. So I am heading home now to have my tea, and then I'll pick this back up tomorrow when we should have the baler on and be coming to bale all this up. We're just full, it's beeping at me now. So this is a film binding baler. So as you see, the film goes over there, and then we don't use that, so it wraps with film these 2 rollers that you can see here, and then it opens up, you turn the PTO off, and then you can see actually the wrapper ring. The rolls of wrap spin round and wrap the bell, so we don't get any net. It's all just plastic on the bell, so it's easier for recycling and stuff like that. And we find we don't really get as much waste. It seems to be a tighter seal on the bell, so we get on with it pretty well. But it's a little bit slower than a standard combination, but for us it does a good job, to be honest. May have had a slight incident with a bell in the hedge, but I'm sure we can fish that out. So I've just finished the first 2 fields and we've got 25 bells, which isn't that great, but it makes the field look a bit tidier. It'd be nice to at least overseed these because the grass is pretty old. We've rented it for 3 years now, I think, and God knows how old the grass was before then, so yeah, it needs definitely a refresh. So yeah, definitely want to overseeding or something to up the yields. So here's it wrapping. The bell chamber is the same as where it wraps to. So we only put 4 layers on because we've got 2 layers or 3 layers of wrap already on there, and then we put 4 layers around the outside, and then she plonks off and makes relatively decent bells, to be honest. But it does all that automatically, so it's pretty simple, and there's no air in, or very little air in them, so they keep pretty well, and good solid bells, to be honest. This is not bad stuff at all, to be fair. These fields are a bit greener, so hopefully be some nicer stuff. But yeah, that's the iBio, and there's the T6, which is my tractor. That's that block done, and we got 43 bells, and it's 20. I think it worked out 1.75 bells an acre roughly, which isn't great because a good yield ought to be 10 bells an acre, but this is like late cut, and we'll just take what we get. So, but it worked out alright because our trailers will fit 22 on a load, so that's only 2 trailer loads. And we've got 2 trailers, so we'll come over and just pick them up in one go. And now we're heading over to the big 22 acre field that I mowed earlier in the video, and we'll get that one built up. So that's the final number. So we had 77 bells in this field, so I think it's about 3.5 bells an acre, so over double what we had in the others, so pretty decent, to be honest. Well, a lot better than the last field, so yeah, we got 120 to pick up, so that'll be a job for this week, I would have thought. But anyway, that's going to be probably the end of this video, so I hope you all enjoyed my first video, and hope at least a couple people watch it. And I'll hopefully be uploading more. Cheers, bye.